George Springer hitting an absolute rocket out to left, and it's 1-0.
Paul Skeens went to the well one too many times. A couple of elevated fastballs that George could not get to, but did he ever make an adjustment on the third one, getting on top of this pitch and drilling it out of the ballpark. You don't sell out too often with 2 strikes, but I think George was selling out on the heater.
What a swing that was, pulling 98 and hitting it 107 miles an hour off the bat. Don't look now, but somebody is getting hot. George Springer now has 3 home runs in his last 6 games. Had the 2-run double last night. Here's Dalton Varsho, who went 0 for 3 with a couple of walks in last night's game. Whether it's the toe now feeling better for Springer or just enough ABs where the rhythm and timing have come back, something has clicked in the last week.
I talked to David Popkins a little bit today about George, and he talked about the different pitches that they're seeing. You know, the elevated fastballs, of course, getting the breakers away.
But how about a 4-pitch walk to Varsho? I think that home run deserves another look.
So tough to get to that high velocity at the top of the zone, but George has been getting some of those now, and you get used to the sinker slider type stuff, so your sights are set a little bit lower. So George has been scuffling a little bit with that pitch up there. We saw the 2 swings and misses, didn't miss the third one.
Number 5 on the season. Here's Guerrero, who takes a sweeper outside for ball 1. In last night's game, Guerrero 1 for 4 with a single, a run scored, also took a walk. Speaking of walks, by the way, Skeens recently had a stretch of 39 innings in a row without issuing a single walk. He walked 1 in his last start. Now he's already walked Varsho today. But not only is the stuff great, the command might be even better. He just does not put people on base.
Doesn't give up a lot of hits, doesn't walk many, so there's not a lot of traffic.
Oh, yeah.
So the best way to beat guys like that is to try to run into a few, and George has led the way here today.
You see that walk rate, the best among starters in the big leagues. Guerrero hits a bouncer up the middle to second one, and on to first. They will turn it. That's a 2-seamer at 97, and you talked about the run that pitch has into a right-handed batter. Sounded like Vladimir cracked the bat on that.
Yeah, got right in on his hands, and I think the struggles that Vladdy has too, it's with all of that movement he has in his swing, when that timing's not quite right and he doesn't get that barrel tipped appropriately, it's a bit more of a steeper path to the baseball, and he's beating some in the ground.
Now Piñango. So again in the cleanup spot. Okamoto not in the lineup. Piñango was hitting 5th last night. Had a 2-run double in the 3rd inning. Continues to put together good at bats. 2-0. And Skeens, and you saw it a little bit there, he is so good. And he is a bit of a perfectionist in terms of the expectations he has for himself. If he'll miss with a couple of pitches, you'll see a little bit of frustration. That's just him being upset with himself and not executing. Back in the zone there, and it's fouled off. 2-1. This is a guy, again, not even 24. But both of his parents engineers. His sister is an engineer. He's a very intelligent, problem-solving, thoughtful, let's figure this out kind of guy, in addition to all of the physical tools.
He's figured a lot of things out.
Yeah. And he's 6'6", 260. I mean, he's got everything going for him. But George Springer won the battle with him here in the bottom of the 1st, knocking one out of here to left. Swing and a miss, and it's full on Piñango.
And there is that arm side movement, which means away to a lefty and into a righty. Ball just running away on Piñango.
Grounded straight back.
It's a good swing.
There haven't been many times, I think, where you have felt, boy, that was a bad swing right there by Piniango.
The other night when he pinch hit, and obviously something he doesn't do a whole lot of, and he chased a curveball, and it didn't look like him, but he was out of his element a bit.
He hooks this down the right field line. It's got a chance to drop, and it will. And Piniango is into second base with a double.
Well, we talked about the variety of pitches that Skeens throws. He throws a changeup and a splitter, both. And this looked like the changeup, but it's down. But how about staying on that pitch just enough to get the barrel out there and hit it hard enough to get it past the right fielder there into the corner. Just a great piece of hitting, especially to the previous pitch. High velocity fastball that he had a good swing on. Just another good at bat.
A 2-out double, and now here's Jesus Sanchez. Up to 276 on the season. Pounded off 0-1. John Schneider preached 1 through 9. You've got to do whatever you have to do to have a competitive at bat. He used the term be a pest. And how many times last year did we see this team do that against elite pitching? Drive up the pitch count, get that elite starter out of the game fairly early. They're not quite as pesty so far this year. They're missing a couple of pests, hoping to get them back pretty soon. But from the sounds of it, the hitters meeting was very detailed, very to the point about what the hitting coaches felt this team need to do today to give themselves a chance against Skeens. Liner to center, but it's going to be caught by Garcia to end the inning. But George Springer got the bottom of the first started with a bang. He absolutely demolished this 98-mile-an-hour fastball, hitting it out to left field to give the Blue Jays an early lead here in this one. Not the way Paul Skeens wanted his day to begin.
So this is MLB Network Talent Stars.
Okay.
The stars of MLB Network. Can I trade a pack of these for a signed Lauren Shahadi card?
How about we do a little bit of both? Money, a little trade.
Will you open it up and see if you like it?
They're really nice.
If I sign it, does that equal the Lauren Shahadi 20?
All right.
Do we have a good trade?
We have a good trade. Thank you so much. That was fun.
Nice doing business with you.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
Foul on the first base side. Konerko over near the warning track. A little kid has come on the field, and Konerko makes the play. A little kid came over the barrier wall. A little girl with her glove almost ran into Paul Konerko, who thinks it's hilarious, by the way.
Oh, kid jumped out there on the track. Hey, I got it. He'll be leaving the building.
Lead, Patrick Corbin getting ready to go to work. Facing the only left-handed bat in the Pirates lineup today, the former Blue Jay Spencer Horwitz, who has not gotten a lot of opportunities against left-handed pitching this year. Horwitz is 3 for 18 against lefties on the season. Don Kelly basically had a choice between Horwitz, Brandon Lau, or O'Neill Cruz, and Spencer is in the lineup. Kelly, who is a Pittsburgh guy, Western Pennsylvania guy, and broke in as a Pirate before spending most of his career with the Tigers. And Horwitz finds a hole, and a little reaction there from Guerrero suggesting maybe in hindsight he feels he could have dove for that ball and maybe had a chance, but it's into right field, a base hit.
Well, he came back with the sinker trying to run it in on him a little bit. He took a little bit of a stepped that way, but then thought maybe he'd leave it for a second baseman. This way you got to know where the other guy is playing, know what kind of range you have.
So two friends chatting a little bit, Horowitz and Guerrero. And now here is Jostenson Garcia, and he lines the ball hard into left. On a bounce out to Pinyango, and the Pirates have the first two men on.
Well, Garcia went up there hacking. He got a first pitch fastball, wasting no time. And this is where we talk about staying away from the middle of the plate, and that's why you have to stay away from the middle of the plate right there.
2 on, nobody out for Jared Triolo, a right-handed batter getting the start against a lefty today. He's at third base, hitting .259 on the season. Clement guarding the line a little bit, and even with a bag. Guerrero coming in at first as well. As Triolo swings away, it is a foul ball. As Ernie backpedaled, got the ball, stepped on third, and it was kind of a slow developing play from the umpire's point of view, but it was foul.
This is athleticism right here. It's baseball IQ. See how he backed himself up, got himself that good hop right at the third base bag, knowing probably it was going to be foul, but that's how you handle that ball.
Best thing the Blue Jays could have is Triolo to hit one right down to Ernie right now. He's so close to third base. Down and in, a ball and a strike.
Corbin not necessarily a ground ball pitcher, but he can get some ground balls with the sinker, with the slider. Slinker going down and away. Slider would be coming down and in on these righties, get him to hit the top of the baseball.
Outside, 2-1.